I'm going to give an overview of the rest of the agenda so that you are all aware. We will go through the SBYCA team accomplishments. We will have each representatives from each team come up to talk about that. Then we will conclude, and you will have time to eat and mingle. Overview of one thing that I've seen in SBYCA. I attended the SBYCA Summit in 2019, and immediately I was struck by the youth's passion, but also the adults' commitment to effectiveness. I think through this organization's work with adults and collaboration with partners, elected officials, we have been able to make an enormous impact. The second thing I have learned is the youth voice is powerful. When we organized the strike in 2019, we had 2,000 people show up. Let's give a round of applause for SBYCA for that. Through that strike, we showed elected officials that their constituents care about this issue, and elected officials took notice. They became more receptive to everything that we are pushing for, and we continue to collaborate with elected officials. Let's give a round of applause to all the elected officials here today who are pushing for climate action. Now I'm excited to introduce AJ and all of the state advocacy team to come up, all of the co-leads of state advocacy to come up and introduce the state advocacy's accomplishments.
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm a co-lead of the state advocacy team.
Hi, I'm Gary. I'm also a co-lead of the state advocacy team.
And we're just going to be talking about some of the things the state advocacy team has done over the past year. This year, despite the obstacles and issues we faced, we managed, I'm glad to say, to accomplish more than ever. Our entire bills list was endorsed by the Silicon Valley Democratic Club, and 10 of the bills that we advocated for were signed into law at the state level by the governor. These bills included climate legislation on net zero emissions from cement industry, as well as building electrification, and overall, we've managed to have more of an impact than we have in the past. None of this would have been possible without our advisors, and we'd like to thank Hoy, Dan, and Kevin for their invaluable help they've given us. The leadership they've shown has really guided us and enabled us to make an impact. We'd also like to thank the legislators who have cooperated with us and been receptive to our efforts. Senator Becker, Senator Cortese, and Assemblymember Kalra have all been invaluable in helping us pursue our goals and making a change. And finally, I'd like to reflect on the past year. This past year with SBYCA has taught me that we can all make a change. Anyone with a voice, no matter your age, your experience, or who you are, can make the impact you want to see in the world. And I think nowhere better is this exemplified than in SBYCA. I could not be more proud of the state advocacy team and all of SBYCA for everything we've done in the past year. Thank you.
We may start timing people. Everyone is going to have 1 minute to speak, and I'm going to go through the order for the next 3 teams. We'll have Transit, County, and Sunnyvale. Please welcome Monica for Transit.
Hi, I'm Monica with the Transit team, and we're just going to talk a little bit about some of our accomplishments. As I'm sure all of you can probably imagine, the pandemic was very hard for transit. Normally, as a transit advocate and a climate advocate, you're telling people to take transit, to go outside, to go places, but with the pandemic, we had to tell people to go home. So we, had service reduced temporarily. We had our revenue drop significantly because our transit is funded by sales tax. We ended up facing the worst transit cuts in history, and there were just a lot of challenges that transit in general has faced. But, eventually we got to work, brought everybody together, worked with ATU especially, which is the transit union here in the county, and, we were able to prevent the worst transit cuts in history. With a lot of luck, obviously the federal stimulus funding helped a lot, and the vaccines, and just a lot of other situations. But we really got some new ideas out there that actually allowed hiring and training to happen a lot faster than normal. And now VTA is actually the first major bus operator in the entire Bay Area to commit to restoring full service. And they have the most service out of any major bus operator in the Bay Area, while still maintaining reliability. Today it was under 1% missed runs, which is very incredible compared to some of the peers. So I'm not going to call anybody out, but Vinny was at about 20% today. So now we have the opportunity to start back from square one and really build the future that we need and want for transit. So I just want to thank everybody for all of their support with this year.
Now the county team.
Hello everyone, my name is Darren, and I'm speaking on behalf of the county advocacy team. Our co-leads are Susan, Dia, Perry, and I, and I'm also speaking on behalf of the rest of the county advocacy team. So starting in August, we began talking to the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors, and by the end of September, we talked to all the supervisors, or alternatively their board aides. Specifically, we requested more resources be directed to the Santa Clara County Office of Sustainability, collaboration with the Santa Clara County Office of Education and Office of Sustainability for a comprehensive climate education tailored for youth, and the Climate Commission in the Board of Supervisors. In October, the supervisors voted in favor of our recommendations. We would like to thank all the supervisors for working with us, and also Supervisor Otto Lee for agreeing to lead the Climate Commission next year. On a more personal level, SBYCA has shown me how to go about solving these modern climate issues, gain leadership skills, and to meet new people who share the same interests. Also, we would like to acknowledge our amazing advisors, Hoy, Kevin, Tara, Linda, and Dash. Thank you for supporting the student
Sunnyvale team.
Hi everybody, I'm Mallory. I'm one of the co-leads of the Sunnyvale team. The Sunnyvale team was founded in the summer of 2020, and since then we have done a lot to help shape Sunnyvale and make it more environmentally friendly. One of the projects that we were working on in 2020 was to strengthen our reach codes. And so one thing that we were able to strengthen is to have more EV chargers in newly built buildings. We also worked on our active transportation plan, and so we were able to have more programs be funded for pedestrian and bicyclist safety. And then right before the 2020 elections, we also hosted a candidate forum where candidates were able to come and talk about specifically what they were going to do for climate change and their climate change plan. Now currently in 2021 and coming into 2022, we're working on facing food waste in Sunnyvale, and so we're partnering with an organization called Food Runners, where we're taking leftover food from restaurants and we're bringing it to people facing food insecurity. I'm really excited to see what else we're going to be able to do in the future, and I would also like to thank all of our student members as well as our wonderful advisors, Krista and Linda, who have been here for us since day one. Thank you so much.
The next series will be Cupertino team, Santa Clara team, Morgan Hill team. Please welcome Cupertino team.
Okay, so hi, my name is Gwen Azar. I'm one of the co-leads of the Cupertino team. So I'm just going to talk about some of our accomplishments from the last year. We've had the pleasure of working with Cupertino's sustainability department on multiple things. We helped host our Earth and Arbor Day event, which is on Zoom because of COVID. We've been regularly attending the Climate Action Plan update workshops and Sustainability Commission meetings, and we're recognized as a stakeholder in the community, which we're very honored, and invited workshops for that. We've also had the pleasure of welcoming a lot of new youth and new members to our team and starting to teach them about advocacy efforts. And we also hosted a candidate forum for the 2020 elections, like other teams have.
And we would like to thank our advisors, Gary, Dash, Rod, Tara, and Hoyt, for empowering our team through their incredible guidance. And a brief thank you to the city for providing the space to throw this party today.
You know, as co-leads of such a passionate group of students, we constantly feel inspired by each member's enthusiasm for climate advocacy, and we strive to turn that passion into making an impact. We've shared so many great memories with our team, and we can't wait to see what our team will continue to accomplish. Thank you.
Next, we have Santa Clara team.
Hi, I'm Alexis, a co-lead of the Santa Clara team. This year, the Santa Clara team was successful in two main projects, advocating for the passage of an all-electric building beach code and educating significant figures about the impact of refrigerants on our environment. Throughout the year, all of us on the Santa Clara team have learned a valuable lesson in effective communication. Whether it was learning how to deliver a public comment or learning how to coordinate efforts within the team, we've all become better communicators because of our involvement with Silicon Valley Youth Climate Action. In addition, we would like to thank our advisors Vanessa Shin and Dashiell Leeds for their expertise and guiding hand in our pursuit for a greener future. It has been a great year of environmental advocacy in Santa Clara, and we hope to continue with this success in 2022.
Next, we have Morgan Hill.
Hey everyone, we're the co-leads of the Morgan Hill team. My name's Rona.
I'm Susan.
And my name is Kennedy.
We're so excited to be here to share our progress with you all.
For a year and a half, we've been working with Morgan Hill to get a climate action plan. After about a year and a half of making public comments, doing research, and working with city council meetings last Wednesday, Morgan Hills City Council unanimously voted yes for a climate action plan. One of our most recent initiatives have been working on developing a campus cleanup competition between the high schools in our town, and we've been also working to make our schools more sustainable.
As you can see, from our time in this position, we have been exposed to numerous opportunities that have taught us much about utilizing our power as individuals to combat climate change through advocacy. From giving public comments to working with our team, we have gained experience in leadership and communication.
Finally, we'd like to thank our amazing advisors, Dia and Jared. And we'd also like to give a special thanks to Councilwoman Yvonne Martinez-Beltran, Swanee Edwards, and Dashiell Leeds for supporting and allowing us to be where we are today. Thank you.
Next, we will have San Jose, and then finally the speaker series team.
Hello, I'm Pragya. I'm one of the new co-leads of the San Jose team, and I've been involved with the team for over a year. To kind of sum up what we've been involved in, As you heard from many other teams, we had a climate forum during election season with, for us, it was the District 4 candidates. Hi, Mr. Cohen, he was in the forum. We were also active in the natural gas prohibition bill for making sure that new buildings cannot be using natural gas as a power source. We also had a birdwatching trip actually to Don Edwards National Wildlife Refuge, which is really amazing educational opportunity and good team bonding experience. It's a memory you'll always remember. And right now, our main project that we're working towards is for working on San Jose's Climate Smart plan update. That will be coming, the meeting will be coming up soon, and we're planning on going to the meeting and giving suggestions on how to update the plan. So first off, yes, I'm going to be thanking advisors, and thanks Hoy, Hoon, Dash Leeds, Monica Milan, and Dave Pushel for helping us throughout our entire journey so far. And thank you our previous colleagues, Maggie Dong and Esther Young. And SAYCA has been an ecosystem which I've been learning a lot in over this past 1.5 years. Thank you for being an ecosystem I get thrive in.
Finally, we have the speaker series team. Anybody who worked on it can come up.
I'm Sindhu, and I'm one of the co-leads of the Speaker Series team. So for SAYCA's second annual Speaker Series, we hosted 8 speakers over 2 weekends. And they spoke on many topics ranging from sustainable fashion to autonomous electric delivery, as well as clean transport. And we really enjoyed educating the community and ourselves and empowering each other to find ways to make our lives more sustainable.
Hi, I'm Susan Kirchhoff. I'm one of the co-leads of the speaker series. Through this experience, we learned a lot about leadership and communication skills. We also learned how to organize events, but most importantly, we learned about each speaker's unique experience, and they taught us valuable information. We would like to thank Perry and Hoy for guiding us through this experience, and we would also like to give a big thanks to all of our speakers.
We would also like to thank Vanessa Shin. I'm excited to introduce Radhika back to the stage for the conclusion, and then we will eat and mingle.
Alright, so just as a final thank you so much for everyone for attending this wonderful party. And it's been an amazing year, as everyone can see by all of these amazing accomplishments that our teams have accomplished. Wow, that was a terrible sentence. But again, there is so much more for us to do. We've had amazing partnerships, and we're looking forward to starting new ones going forward. Next year, we believe that it's critical that our mission is to educate people. I think our curriculum team is an example of that. Can anyone who worked on our curriculum stand up, please, so we can applaud you guys? So our curriculum team last year reached over 8,000 students in the Fremont Union High School District with their professional climate curriculum, yes. And we're currently in the works to create an updated version that teaches students of, that educates teenagers on sustainable careers, food waste, sustainable personal actions, climate advocacy, and so much more. We received over 3,000 positive comments from teachers, principals. It was a huge success, and as our senators spoke on it tonight, education is extremely important, so that's definitely one of our crucial missions. We are incredibly proud of all of the volunteer efforts of all of the teenagers present here. These young adults have spent their nights and like their free time to work for a safer and cleaner planet. Our effort and passion have inspired adults to work on reducing our emissions as quickly as possible. The sky's the limit with well-trained and passionate youth leaders. And yes, thank you for everyone for being here. Just as a reminder, because of the newly COVID variant, we are going to encourage everyone to get their food, go outside to eat, and then come back inside with their masks on. And I believe, also the photographer will be able to stay here for a longer amount of time, and we're gonna wanna take a group picture with everyone right now. So can everyone come up to the stage? Yes? Great. A lot of people.